All right, December 29th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East along with you. Let's take a look down at Myrtle Beach this morning. That is the Grand Shores Resort camera. I know it's kind of tough to see with it being dark, but that is an icy scenario that's occurring. 28 degrees in Myrtle Beach with a wind chill at 19. And we have some light wintry precip that has been, as expected, impacting parts of coastal sections of the Carolinas, anywhere from just south of Wilmington down through Myrtle Beach and Charleston, Hilton Head, seeing a mixture of some light freezing rain, a couple sleet pellets. Certainly an interesting weather scenario this morning. Winter weather advisories up for a while this morning from basically the Wilmington area down through the coastal plain of South Carolina. Certainly an indication of the depth of this cold air that is in place across the region. Definitely an interesting weather morning. All right, there's your Greensboro Tower camera. It is cold and dry in the Piedmont, temperature 17. They're at the PTI Airport. We'll take a peek down in Charlotte. Dowd YMCA camera. A little bit of cloud cover moved into parts of the Charlotte metro overnight and held temperatures up a bit, but it's 26 at the Charlotte Airport. Highs yesterday, really chilly. Sub-freezing in a good chunk of the areas, roughly I-40 and points north. In fact, there's your triad area highs. Everybody at or below freezing. Most folks below freezing yesterday. Slightly milder, but still quite chilly across the Charlotte area. 20s in the high country, low and mid-30s elsewhere. These are temperatures as I cut the video a little before 6 o'clock this morning. It's 16 in Raleigh, 19 in Greenville, Wilmington, 27. Cape Hatteras at 36 degrees. Cold pattern continues. We have cross-polar flow getting set up over the next 5 to 6 days. This is Wednesday, actually Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. The air mass with origins in Siberia crossing the pole and heading right down into the eastern half of the lower 48. And that is a pattern that is favorable for sustained, very impressive cold. And after a little bit of a milder setup today and tomorrow, this next big shot of cold air arrives by New Year's Eve, and it will be cold all week long next week. These are temperatures, again, early this morning, sub-zero, again, in the northern plains. That's the next big charge of cold air heading down, and it's basically a cold, dry pattern for a while. I'll show you more on that in just a second. The coastal low pulling away. A lot of sunshine for most of the Carolinas today, and your high temperatures look like that. A little bit milder than yesterday, and then cold tonight, but not as cold as this morning in most spots. Now, we squeeze in a bit of a milder weather day Saturday due to the timing of the arrival of this next front. So, tomorrow doesn't look bad at all. Chilly in the mountains. East of the mountains, a bit of a milder setup. But then we're back in the deep freeze Sunday for New Year's Eve. That frigid air mass settling in. There's our Sunday high temperatures, and then even colder for the first day of 2018. All right, let's take a look here at some of the more detailed modeling regarding what happens next week. Let's go to the European model. This is 500 millibars, and we take a peek at this is overnight Sunday night into Monday, New Year's Day. The next system, very strung out, no real opportunity at all for precipitation there. And here's the next system, still complex. There's one piece of energy. This is Tuesday night over the lower Mississippi Valley. Another one diving into it, and I still think this forms a big system, but it probably comes together a little too late to throw precipitation back into the interior Carolinas. And so you wind up on the European with everything kind of staying off to the southeast. In fact, let me show you what it looks like there. There's the European Wednesday into Thursday. You see all the precipitation offshore, but not having much luck getting back further west than that. And the Canadian, it's kind of similar there. There's the see if I can reposition this for you. There's Wednesday with the system moving through and offshore, keeping the interior Carolinas dry. GFS is suppressed off to the south and east as well. So that's the most likely scenario. Could it still trend west? Maybe. But here's the other modeling. I'll just show you real quick. There's the UK Met with this. In fact, let me go back one. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's it. That's the UK Met valid Wednesday evening, valid Wednesday evening. And that's, it's interesting. And if this thing were to organize a little quicker, you could see something fun happen for the interior Carolinas, but it just doesn't look terribly likely. It looks like it's going to come together a little too late. And let's see, there's the JMA, the Japanese model Big storm, big low pressure. This could be a big system, but probably comes together a little too late to give any fun and games to the interior Carolinas. The European ensemble mean has really backed off on the snow potential. In fact, it's no snow being indicated through Thursday evening for most of the interior Carolinas on any ensemble member. And if you're wondering about the cold pattern, certainly cold through all of next week. No doubt about that whatsoever. This is Monday, 850, the 5,000 foot temperature deviation from normal on the European ensemble mean. That's cold. Another shot of cold air at the end of the week. This is Thursday into Friday. But then the pattern will relax as we get toward mid-month. Now, this is out at Monday evening the 8th. Certainly warmer. Certainly warmer. The Canadian model at the end of its run, this is out at the 13th of January, Saturday the 13th. Certainly cold, warmer than this extreme cold pattern we're going to be in all of next week. And I do think the ridge is going to fight back in the southeastern part of the country to some extent, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be a blowtorch scenario. Could be a deal where the core of the cold kind of gets centered in the plains, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast, and that could set you up for some cold air damming episodes down the road. You notice here on the GFS ensemble mean this is for Charlotte. Really cold all of next week, but then it's not like it blowtorches warm. We just get our temperatures back near to slightly below average in the longer range toward mid-January. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. The European ensemble mean is much the same. As you get toward the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th of January, warmer, yes, but not blowtorch warm. So we'll see. I don't know if I'd believe the winter's over cries that you're hearing in some circles by mid-January, but we'll see. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and Happy New Year. God bless.